Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Monday, November 20th, and welcome to our video commentary. First of all, happy Thanksgiving. I hope your Thanksgiving week is off to a good start. I know a lot of families travel, a lot of people get together. That's one of the nicest things about Thanksgiving. So I'm hoping that everything is off in the right direction as the week of Thanksgiving begins. Today, I want to talk about a post that I have coming out Tuesday morning about the NFL, and in particular about something that happened in Mexico City. As you probably know, the NFL has been playing games overseas. I think it's a wonderful business strategy. Most of the games have been in London. For the last couple of years, some of the games have been in Mexico City, where the NFL is hugely popular, particularly with a lot of young professionals. The NFL is a huge success in Mexico City and Mexico really in general. Many of these young professionals went to college in the United States, and so they follow the NFL back home. They also follow, by the way, college football. I have a friend who went to Notre Dame, or his son went to Notre Dame, and another friend who went to Texas A&M, and they get together on Saturdays afternoons to watch Notre Dame and to watch Texas A&M, much the same the way that we do. So there's a huge following for what they call American football in Mexico, and it's growing and becoming more and more popular. So obviously the NFL took its product, took a game to Mexico City, Azteca Stadium, which is one of the biggest in the world. And I think, as I said, it's a fabulous idea. It's a great business idea. Before the game, though, as you know, this has been a year of kneeling and sitting down during the national anthem. Before the game, one of the players with the Raiders, a fellow by the name of Lynch, I think he's a running back, sat down during the national anthem, and then he stood up properly for the Mexican anthem. And I just find that to be horrific. And I think President Trump, who tweeted about this, is 100% right. I think this fellow Lynch ought to be reprimanded for showing disrespect to the American national anthem and then standing up for the Mexican anthem. I think it's great that he stood up for the Mexican anthem. That's the right thing to do when you're in another country. But I think it's absolutely horrible not to stand up for the Star-Spangled Banner when it's being played in another country and you represent a team from the United States. Now, I don't know what's going to happen to this fellow Lynch. Probably nothing. And the essence of my article is that the NFL is severely lacking in leadership. It's just there's no leadership in the NFL, whether it's the commissioner, whether it's the owners, whether it's the players' union. There just doesn't seem to be any leadership. There doesn't seem to be anybody willing to stand up and say, hey guys, cut this out. You're hurting our business. You know, on any given Sunday, as I mentioned in my post, there are thousands of people who work, who make a living because of the NFL. I'm not just talking about the players. There's about 1,000 players who dress up for every Sunday for games. And then think of the coaches, think of all the staff of the different teams, think of all the people who work at the stadium, think of everybody who has a job or has something to do, makes a living out of these NFL games. There are many, many people involved. And these players, and it's a handful of players, are actually hurting the brand of the NFL. And I'm surprised, absolutely surprised, that nobody in the players' union will contact one of these guys privately and say, hey, you're killing our business, you're killing our ratings, you're killing our jobs. It's just a horrible lack of leadership. That's all I can say. And I know there's a lot of fans very frustrated by what happened in Mexico City with this running back. I think he's a running back with the Oakland Raiders named Lynch. And I would say to Mr. Lynch, you know, you have every right to believe whatever you want to believe, but do something else. No, just don't sit down during the national anthem. Why don't you do something else, proactive, that actually deals with whatever problem you're trying to talk about? And also, sitting down for the national anthem in another country, Mr. Lynch, that's not the right thing to do. It's simply not the right thing to do. And I hope the league or the players' union or somebody in the NFL stands up and says, we're not putting up with this anymore. We don't have to put up with this. This is not what the league is about. And it's a shame because I think most of the players, most of them, are very patriotic and I'm sure resent these incidents as much as the fans do. Have a great weekend, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll talk to you the next time. Bye-bye.